Did you play Ric Flair on Young Rock?
I did play Ric Flair on Young Rock. That is true, yeah.
How did that come about? Tell me the backstory there.
So basically, like, when the pandemic kind of happened, Australia didn't really have as many cases. So some productions of American films moved to Australia to kind of save some cash because it was going so crazy in America that they were shutting down production all the time. So they moved production of Young Rock to Queensland in Australia. They did some auditions for Ric Flair. And when you talk about charisma, you talk about Ric Flair. But then when you talk about charisma, you talk about Grayson Waller. And it felt like a fun match. And, my scene was actually wrestling against Rocky Johnson, which is kind of crazy now, having The Rock coming back and doing those type of things. It was a fun experience to put on the robe, put on the red boots and kind of live as Rick for a day. I think that's everyone's, as a bloke, that's kind of everyone's dream, just to be one day as Ric Flair.
What was it like being the Nature Boy? I mean, did you have to practice or could you just channel your inner Nature Boy when you did it?
I think I got a bit of Ric Flair about my personality, to be honest. I think there's a little Ric Flair in me, so that was easy. But I was always a fan growing up. So, I've watched Ric Flair so many times. He was always one of my heroes type of thing. So when we got to get in the ring, it was a lot of fun. Unfortunately for the actor playing Rocky Johnson, not a trained professional wrestler, didn't know that he'd be doing physical parts. So when I put on the figure 4, when I gave him some chops, he was not happy. He was actually extremely unhappy,